up, Pasta folk? It's the Flavor King, and welcome back to Cooking with Flavor KL. Guys, today we're going to be making the most amazing chicken dish ever, and that's that chicken Parmigiana. Why? Because of three ingredients: the flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs. Here we go. So we have our flour, egg wash, our breadcrumbs. We're gonna zest those up. We have our chicken breast. We cut that fillet out. We took out the tenderloin. Now we just have the straight breast. We got some smoked paprika here, some basil, some fresh parsley, some mozzarella, butter, salt, pepper, and some freshly grated Parmesan cheese that we're gonna spice up that breadcrumbs with. We have a rolling pan and 2 pieces of parchment paper. Now let's cook. Okay guys, so look, first thing you wanna do is hold your hand down flat, and we wanna cut lengthwise into that chicken breast. Take it most of the way through, not all the way, and then just bring that tip out. And what we do, flat, bring the tip of that knife out towards the end, and we'll open it out. So that's what we have. When we roll this out, this is gonna spread out and be a little bit thinner. Okay, so what we have here is we're gonna put one of our chicken breasts down, cover it up with the parchment paper. We're gonna lightly roll it out. And basically what this is doing is thinning the chicken so it can fry evenly. And it's not gonna take that long to fry because we're gonna get it about a 1/4 inch thick, okay? See what that is doing? It's spreading out the chicken, making it a little bit larger and flat. All right, so that made that nice and thin, about a 1/4 inch thick. And we'll do the next one and we'll be back. All right, guys, look, before we get going, this is pretty plain breadcrumbs. We're gonna pizzazz that up some a little bit. We're gonna put a little bit of salt in there, some black pepper, Parmesan cheese, a little paprika. We're gonna mix that all up. That Parmesan cheese is gonna cook into that crust and caramelize and give it a real nice flavor. Put the rest of that. See how that Parmesan cheese just disappear into the breadcrumbs? Our egg wash ready. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is get our chicken breast coated in our flour mixture. Lightly flour it. Then we're gonna submerge it into the egg wash. Make sure we get that fully coated. And then into a breadcrumb mixture. Make sure we get the breadcrumbs all over. We want to have that flavor in every bit of that chicken. Okay, so we got that done. Now we're gonna move it back to the parchment paper. We're gonna flip that over, and we're gonna roll those seasonings into that lightly. Lightly press that in there. So we'll be making sure that all of those breadcrumbs and seasonings stay on that chicken when we fry it. Okay, and we're gonna let that rest for about 10 minutes. Spaghetti in. We're gonna let that boil like that for about 10 seconds and then we'll twist it in there, okay? Over here, we're gonna heat up our pot. We're gonna put it on about a medium heat, about 4 or 5. Then we're gonna add about a tablespoon of vegetable oil in. You don't need to have a deep fried Parmesan, chicken Parmesan because it's so thin. So you just need to get enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Okay, let me do my spaghetti. Then just like that. We're gonna let that cook for about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, or till al dente. Okay. All right, so that's what you want to hear right there. Got that going. We're gonna let that cook for 2.5 minutes on each side. Okay, it's already thin, so we don't have to cook it to death. It's gonna 2.5 minutes per side. Only flip it once. Okay. All right. So now what we're gonna do, guys, is add a couple of little pats of butter. That's gonna help that them breadcrumbs crisp up really, really nice. And now we're gonna flip it over. There we go, nice golden brown. Remember, we just want to flip that one time, okay? Nice golden brown, just like we like it. And be tender and juicy on the inside. All right, guys, we're taking out our second chicken now. Spoon our marinade over there, chicken breast. Cheese on it. A little bit of salt and pepper.
There's a decline in blood donations. Talk to us about why should we give blood?
When you donate, you save 3 lives. So I think this is a great thing, like your platelets, your whole blood, and your plasma is split up. So it's not going directly to one patient, but it's actually being split up and it's going to 3 different patients.
Found my heart out there in the open. Trees make you feel smaller. Can't help but get lost again. If I need a break, know where I'm going. Where the water's flowing, I'd rather be floating. If something I can count on to be free.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
I want to ask you, is there a theological claim that comes to preaching?
For mine is that God is a God of mercy. God is a God of compassion, and that God will never leave you or forsake you. My job is to preach that grace and that compassion and mercy to whomever, comes into church or whoever I contact.
We're putting that in the oven on 400 for about 5 to 7 minutes, or until that cheese is melted. All right, guys. Chicken parm is out of the oven. Cheese is nicely melted. We're gonna get over here to the pasta, okay? All right, we're gonna put a couple of the remaining butter in there, a couple of little knobs. Add some olive oil, lightly. A little bit more salt and pepper. A little bit of basil. You can use fresh, or you got paste, you can use that. And a little bit of parsley flakes. This is some fresh parsley right here. And then we just mix that up. Okay, guys, look. So we got our noodles, our pasta ready. What we have in here is our marinara sauce, some some olive oil, salt, pepper, basil, and fresh parsley. And we just mix that up. You don't want to put a lot of your marinara sauce in there. You just want to lightly tint your noodles, okay? And that looks amazing. You can see all of those old fresh herbs and stuff in there. That looks amazing. Okay, guys, so look, right now we're gonna make a little barrel with our pasta. We go ahead and dress up our plate. We'll put a little marinara sauce on the bottom. Just turn that around. Okay. All right. And then we'll add our chicken parm. Okay, then we'll just add our chicken parm on the top. Hit that with a little freshly grated cheese. And there you go. Look, man, you have an awesome chicken Parmesan, probably the most exciting chicken dish in the world. Chicken Parmesan. Now let's taste this thing. Okay, guys, so look, now it's time to just get into this. Let's see what we're working with. A little bit of that pasta, some of your chicken. Man, take me to the king. Man, that's delicious. Have to heavily season the flour because our meat is seasoned. And we're gonna do the same thing with the egg wash. 3 or 4 light dashes, pinch of black pepper, pinch of salt, pinch of garlic powder, pinch of onion powder, pinch of Creole seasoning. Push that together. A little bit of the seasoning go a long way. Okay, so look, we have our pork chops. Yesterday, I cleaned them with some water, lime and vinegar. Cleaned them up real good. We got the center cut pork chop, about a 1/4 inch thick. We've already seasoned it, so it's been seasoning for 24 hours. So this is gonna be real tasty, real flavorful. What we do, we're gonna put it in our egg wash and into our flour mix. We can get a nice coating on there when we fry it, nice crispy out exterior coating. And then that meat gonna be nice and tender on the inside, nice and juicy. Get a wire rack, it'll keep it lifted off anything, and that air keep that crust real crunchy. Okay, we're gonna move over to the stove now so we can start the frying process. Okay, guys, we're getting ready to do our dredge. But look, when you have your pork chops, make sure you got that thing with the bone in there, okay? So we're gonna dredge it in our egg mixture. Rotate it over to our flour mixture. You know, we wanna make sure we get maximum coverage on this chop. We want that crust. We want that crust to be nice. By the time we get them all dredged up, that oil should be nice and hot, and we'll be getting ready. Like I said, we're gonna cook these on a medium heat, about 4 minutes per side.
We are 4 friends in a book. The book for this month, No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole.
It was actually 3 different things. What I enjoyed with gentrification and finding out, it kind of sparked things in my mind like, is this really happening?
If a Whole Foods pops up in one of these neighborhoods, I'm like, okay, y'all have been gentrified. So that's the first thing I always think about.
Today, we face an unprecedented crisis. Tens of millions of refugees have been forced from their homes. But you can make a difference. Turn disruption and despair to hope and opportunity. Even small amounts make a big difference. Provide shelter, support, or jobs in your community. The more we understand, the greater sense of belonging we create. Act now. Visit supportcrisisrelief.org.
We see that you founded something, an organization called Black Girls in Cyber.
So I started these Facebook Live series called Black Girls in Cyber, and I would invite different African-American women who were working in different aspects of the field to come and share their stories, very similar to as I'm doing now, and what their journey was, and to just really create more industry awareness around what this looks like.
Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and put our chops in this grease. Yes, that's what we want to see. That's what the sound we want to hear right there. Okay, so we're gonna let those go for about 4 minutes per side, and we're gonna flip it over. Flip these over now, okay? That texture is feeling real nice on the outside, real nice, real crunchy feeling. I love it. That's what we're looking for. Right there, GBD. That's gonna be golden brown and delicious. Yeah, that's cooking real nice. So we got another 4 minutes, and they'll be ready to come out. Okay guys, look. Once those pork chops start floating, that's a sign that they're done. Golden brown, nice exterior crunch on there. Yes. That's what we're looking for. All right, so those have 4 minutes aside, and we'll be back. Okay, guys, that's the finished product. Pork chops are done. Golden brown.